Jake Paul has no chance of winning against Mike Tyson.
To end you quicker than he did, and you'll remember that forever.
His last resort to win against such a powerful opponent is to bribe him. Jake doesn't want Tyson to completely give up the fight, because that would make the fight boring. What Jake wants is for Tyson to cancel the fight.
You're mad at me for fighting Mike Tyson? Imagine this.
Jake Paul knows that facing Mike Tyson in the ring is a dangerous game. Tyson, even at his age, is still a powerful and skilled fighter. Jake is aware that he stands little to no chance of winning against such a legendary boxer.
Anybody can take. That is the limit.
So, he's thinking about his options. One option that Jake is considering is bribing Tyson. Jake hopes Tyson will cancel the fight altogether. If Tyson were to step back, it would save Jake from a likely defeat and all the damage that could come with it. Jake Paul has never been this nervous before a fight. Facing Mike Tyson, a boxing legend, is no joke. At the press conference, Jake's fear was clear. He openly admitted that he was scared, something we don't usually see from him. He's known for being confident, sometimes even cocky. But this time, he was different. "I know it's going to be tough fighting against Tyson," said Paul. "I know I am going to have to fight through adversity. I know I might even go to the canvas. I'm scared, don't get me wrong, but it's not about the fear of stopping me. It's about going into it even though I am scared. And that's what true bravery is." Tyson made it clear that backing out is not an option for him. He knows how much his fans are looking forward to this fight.
Hey, let me just be honest, he's improved a lot. Yes, he did improve a lot, but he's not going to have a good night when he fights me on July 20th.
Over the years, Tyson has built a reputation as a man of his word. If he cancels now, it would not only disappoint his fans, but also tarnish his legacy. His fans have always stood by him, and he doesn't want to let them down. But Tyson is also practical. He understands that negotiations can sometimes lead to better outcomes. So while he won't cancel the fight, he is willing to discuss terms. Jake's new plan is risky, but he thinks it could work. He's offering Mike Tyson a huge amount of money to take a dive for one knockout. Jake believes that if Tyson agrees, the fight will be a sensation. People will watch it because it's Mike Tyson, and if Jake wins, it will be even bigger news. Jake is thinking like a YouTuber, not just a boxer. He knows that the fight itself is just one part of the story. The real money comes from the views and the buzz online. Jake's training hasn't been going well, and he's starting to panic. He knows that facing Tyson in the ring is no playground.
Do you feel like you'll be able to take Mike Tyson's power at this stage?
I know I will be able to. I'm a natural-born heavyweight. This is what I was born to do, is to move up into this weight class, and I'm going to show Mike who has the more power. Because
Tyson is a legend, even if he's past his prime. Jake needs an edge, something to give him a chance. That's why he's willing to pay Tyson $10 million. It's a lot of money, but Jake thinks it's worth it. If he can get Tyson to take the deal, Jake's victory will be the talk of the internet.
He didn't never knocked out a real man. Come on. He didn't knock out Tommy Fury.
He plans to film everything and post it on his YouTube channel. The views will pour in, and so will the money. Jake is thinking about the long game. He knows that a win against Tyson, even if it's bought, will make him a bigger star. He'll get more subscribers, more views, and more money from ads and sponsors. It's a gamble, but Jake is used to taking risks. He's built his career on doing crazy things for attention. And this is just another step. During their press conference, Mike Tyson called Jake Paul fat. Tyson's comment struck a nerve.
Not gonna last much longer. You're fat, Jake.
Being called fat, especially before a big fight, really upset Jake. In boxing, being overweight can be a big disadvantage. You need to be fast, strong, and have good stamina. Hearing Tyson say this made Jake feel hopeless. It felt like Tyson was already counting him out.
make up your mind, were they hard or am I fat?
Well, you're fat, but you had hard muscles, okay? But outside your muscles, you're fat.
Now, if Tyson agrees to the deal, then Jake's weight won't be a problem. The fight will be more like a show, with a predetermined winner. Jake believes that people care more about the result than the fight itself. He thinks that if he wins, no one will remember that Tyson called him fat. They'll just see him as the guy who beat Mike Tyson. Jake has thought this through. He's not just throwing money around without a plan. He wants to make sure Tyson understands that the $10 million will be handed over only after Tyson fulfills his part of the deal. This way, Jake feels he has some control over the situation. He wants to make sure Tyson knows what's at stake and what he stands to gain if he follows through. The $10 million offer is a big deal. This amount of money can change lives. It can provide food, shelter, and education for many people. And Jake knows this. He's using this to make his offer more tempting. Now, what happened recently to Tyson is a great opportunity for Jake to exploit. Jake is thinking that with Tyson's health issues, he might be more willing to take the money and lose the fight. After all, if Tyson is not in top condition, why not just take the money and agree to the plan? For Tyson, it might mean considering his health and future more carefully. Jake is betting on this. He thinks that Tyson, faced with these health concerns, might see the $10 million as an easier and safer option. But there are some hindrances to Jake Paul's plan. One of those is Ryan Garcia. The controversial American boxer has a unique relationship with Jake Paul. It's a bit of a love-hate thing, where both guys admit they sometimes stage their public arguments just to get attention. So, it's no big surprise that Garcia, who is 25, saw an opportunity and decided to call out his old buddy Jake Paul online. He posted, "If Mike can't fight, I'll sub in." Ryan and Jake have always been known for their antics, both in and out of the ring. They know how to play the game of social media, and their staged fallouts have always managed to grab headlines and keep people talking. On the other hand, Mike Perry, the former UFC fighter now shining in the Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, BKFC, has always had his sights set on a fight with Jake Paul. Back in 2021, Perry and Paul even sparred together, showing that this potential matchup has been brewing for a while. Perry, 32, was also signed up as a backup to replace Tommy Fury, when there were doubts about Fury's fight with Paul. Eventually, Tommy Fury went on to beat Jake Paul in 2023, but Perry's interest in fighting Paul never waned, and the last guy to throw his hat in the ring to challenge Jake Paul is none other than Chael Sonnen. Known as the American bad guy, Sonnen has made a name for himself with his outrageous boasts and wild antics. He's a bit of a troll, always stirring the pot with his bold claims and trash talk. Now, with all these fighters lining up to face Jake Paul, will Jake successfully bribe Tyson into their upcoming fight? What are your thoughts on this? Please let me know down below.